Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nyca in with another episode of Politricks, honey. Politricks, where we come in and we talk about the left wing and the right wing, and we see what we can come up in between, okay? Okay, today's topic is going to be Roger Stone was sentenced to 3 years for lying and witness tampering as the case rolls. Let's talk about it. GOP operative Roger Stone was sentenced to more than 3 years in prison on Thursday after days of drama ensnaring career prosecutors, the Attorney General, and the President over how severe Stone's punishment should be for making false statements to investigators during the Trump-Russia probe. U.S. District Judge Amy Berman Jackson, while taking a firm stance towards Stone in the courtroom, also said up to 9 years originally sought by federal prosecutors was excessive. Her sentence of 40 months in prison was considerably less than that, yet far more than the probation sought by his defense, and certainly tough enough to keep speculation alive about possible pardon from President Trump. Trump later said at an event in Las Vegas that he wants to see the process play out because he has a very good chance of exoneration, suggesting that he would wait on a possible pardon decision until Stone's legal options are exhausted. He added, "I love to see Roger exonerated. I love to see it happen." In court, Jackson repeatedly made clear she holds Stone responsible for his circumstances as his lawyers sought leniency. "Mr. Stone lied," Jackson said. She said that Stone injected himself smack into a political controversy and was not persecuted. Jackson called Stone's actions deliberate and planned, laminating his utter disrespect for the rule of law, but also noted supporters sent compelling letters to the court and described him as caring and generous. Stone chose not to speak when given the opportunity. He showed no emotion when the sentence was read. Later, he left the courthouse without speaking as he was mobbed by media and onlookers shouting, "Lock him up." Stone is a longtime advisor to Donald Trump before he was elected president and was convicted in November on several counts of obstruction, witness tampering, making false statements to Congress on charges that stem from the former special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation. Stone was not charged with any underlying crime of coordinating with Russia during the election, though Mueller's team investigated Stone over tweets claiming to be in touch with WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange. During an oral presentation Thursday in court before the sentence was pronounced, Stone's attorney Seth Ginsburg downplayed the charges, saying that there was no real planning or preparation involved in the obstruction conviction against Stone that would justify an aggravating enhancement of the sentencing guidelines. Jackson, though, also referenced how Stone had violated court orders not to talk about the case, accusing him of intimidating behavior, including a social media post that included a picture of her with what looked like a gun crosshairs over her head. Stone blamed staff for the Instagram repost, but the judge sharply rebuked him. He knew exactly what he was doing, Jackson added. It was designed to disrupt the proceedings. During Stone's sentencing hearing, Trump himself weighed in, questioning the fairness of the prosecuting his former associate. It follows a widespread speculation of possible pardon for Stone. Now, what do y'all think he gonna do? Now, the case don't end Thursday with sentencing. Earlier this week, Jackson indicated that she would sentence Stone as planned on Thursday, but could delay the implementation of the sentence until after she decides whether to grant the defense motion for a new trial over claims of juror bias. He remained free on bond after Thursday's appearance. He also was fined $20,000 and given restrictions on travel. A gag order remains in place pending the outcome of the motion for the new trial. On Thursday, the high-profile sentencing drew colorful figures to the federal courthouse in Washington, including some anti-GOP protesters. The lead-up to Thursday's sentence was full of drama. Prosecutors had recommended the prison sentence of 87 to 108 months for the charges, but in a stunning reversal last week, senior leadership at the Justice Department, including Attorney General William Barr, overruled and scaled back the proposed sentence. A prosecutor representing the government apologized in court on Thursday for the confusion caused by the change of sentencing recommendation, stating that there had been a miscommunication between the career prosecutor and the leadership of the Justice Department over sentencing recommendations. Jackson replied that the original sentencing guidelines was well within the guidelines. Barr's move to intervene in Stone's sentencing led to all four members of the prosecution team quitting the case. Jonathan Kravitz resigned as an assistant U.S. attorney in Washington. Aaron Zelinsky filed a notice that he would leave his post as a special prosecutor in Washington but would remain as an assistant U.S. attorney in Baltimore. Prosecutors Adam Jedd and Michael Marando also withdrew from the case. The mass withdrawal caused Democrats to accuse Trump of interfering in the process, and the intervention of the DOJ level sparked an emergency meeting for the Federal Judges Association, an independent national association of federal judges, to tackle mounting concerns about Trump and Barr's intervention in cases involving Stone and other Trump associates. Okay? Now, I'm going to link the article, as always, down in the pinned comments so you can go over and read the rest of it for yourself. But basically, what I'm getting out of this is that some calls were made, some deals were made to get the sentencing guidelines reduced. Now that he has been sentenced, it is now up to the judge whether or not she will grant a retrial or go ahead and sentence him to the 40 months. We gonna see. But overall, based off the tweets from your president, it is quite clear that he plans on exonerating this man. So it doesn't really matter what they say at this point, because it appears the decision has been made. If you think that Donald Trump is not going to step in and give this man a pardon, then girl, I don't know where you living in. Read between the lines, people. Read between the lines. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really still living in the United States of America, but I guess this has been going on for years and decades and years and decades, and it's just because my eyes are now open to how Washington can run sometimes that I'm just appalled at the fact that these people could blatantly do things that you and I, as common everyday people, we couldn't possibly do. And if we attempted to do so, we'd land our tail somewhere in a prison for so long that we're about done rot to death. Okay? That's all I'm saying. It doesn't matter that he was sentenced today, because based off of what the president himself is saying, it's more than likely he's going to give this man an exoneration. It don't matter what the judge over there in that federal courthouse is saying. This man has made up his mind, and he has put plans into motion, because that sounds mighty funny that all of the prosecutors on the case wanted to resign all of a sudden. People, pay attention to what's going on. That's why I tell you all the time, your voice do matter. It may seem as if your voice doesn't matter, but see, it starts it starts in your locals, your local state elections, your local federal, all that stuff, local and state. Decide who you gonna send to that White House, or send to Washington D.C. to speak on your behalf. Pay attention. as we are in another election season. Pay attention. Learn who these people are and how they move. Now, you're not going to get an honest politician because they don't exist. But at least get one that at least can give you... I would rather you get the lesser of the evil, okay? But it's really clear what this is going to be. Yeah, he was convicted today. Yeah, he was sentenced. But look at how this case has gone. You tell me what you think down in the down in the panty section. That's all I have to say about this. This kind of disgusted me, but I wanted to bring back my Politricks series as I promised, and here it is. You guys let me know what you think about it. And as always, I'm going to link the article to which I referenced in this video in the pinned comments. Go over, because I did not go through the entire article. I just touched on key points to weigh in my thoughts and opinions on it. And in my opinion, this right here, it don't matter what happens, because at the end of the day, we know what's going to happen based off of what your president said, honey. Okay? I don't think Roger Stone got a whole lot to worry about, unfortunately. That's it. That's all. Remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video. Ratings get me recognized on these YT streets. Comment down below in the panty section. Let me know what you think about this entire situation involving Roger Stones. If you have not subscribed to this channel and my backup channel, Lady Nyca Live, please subscribe to both of my channels today. Also, tap the notification bell button on both of the channels so that each and every time I go live or do a pre-recorded video, you guys should get a notification and you can come over and join in the conversation. The link to my second channel will be in the description box below the title of this video. Thank you guys again for coming through. Leave your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.